Hey bosses, welcome to the first Boss Up series of 2022. I'm looking both places. I'm looking at Facebook and Instagram. This month's Boss Up series is Boss Up Your Organizational Skills. Now, if you are new to me and you're new to any of my social media channels, this is one of the things that I do every quarter or once a quarter, which is something that I call the Boss Up series. And every Boss Up series, I pick one theme to do for that month. And this month, we're doing the Boss Up series in March. Every Monday in March, the 7th, the 14th, the 21st, the 28th, for the entire month of March. And this month's series is about bossing up your organizational skills. Now, and then in parentheses, because it's blocking your brilliance. So you are a service provider, a coach, or a consultant, and you've grown your business from basically nothing to the place that you are today. I want to tell you something, right? If that's you, you are brilliant, right? Because you basically created something where there was nothing, and now you are just generating your 6 or 7 figures in your business, and you have been doing that or maintaining that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? But now you're in a place where you are just basically stuck. And when I say stuck, it's like you've either hit an income plateau, like you've reached the cap for your income and you can't seem to figure out how to get it to grow further. Or you're burnt out, stressed out, you feel like you're doing too much in your business. Or one of your other problems is you no longer have time to come up with new ideas, new strategies. Like you're doing everything else that you just no longer have time to be that brilliant person that had started this business in the first place, right? So this is why I say your organizational skills are blocking your brilliance, because you are the one that created the business in the first place, right? You are the one that turned it into the thing that it is now, the magic that it is now, and now you're in a place where you just feel like you're stuck. You no longer love coming into your business. That's why I love to say about helping my clients love Mondays in their business again. If you no longer love coming into your business on Monday because it's just dragging you out, then this series for this month is for you, right? But if you're somebody that you got your systems together, you love your Mondays in your business, you are good with your 6, 7, and you're on your way to 8 figures, this isn't for you, right? But if any of the other things that I said before resonates with you, then this is the Boss Up series that you need to listen to, which is bossing up your organizational skills. Now, who am I? I am a virtual assistant, OBM, and a project manager. And you're like, but those 3 roles are like completely different things. But that's the space that I'm in now, because those are the things that I love to do in my business. So background on me, my name is Lavelle. I was an IT project manager for 7.5 years. And then when I moved into the online space, I kind of started in the VA space a little bit. And then I transitioned into more of a PM role. And now I'm moving over into like in the OBM space, because that's just where my natural skill sets are. But for the time being, I'm doing all 3 depending on the clients that I'm working with, just because it's something that I love to do. I like to say I'm a implementation strategist, which means I know how to do it, right? And then also I'm a person that can sit back and help you strategize in the way that it's done, or the people that you are trying to get to do the thing. At one point, maybe I'll drop like maybe the VA stuff, or maybe I'll drop the project management stuff, but that's just where I'm at in this space in my business right now. I help clients in the service provider, coaches, and consultants space. So that's the kind of people that I work with. So those are some of the things that I just wanted to let you know when I'm giving you this advice. It's from experience and actually working with people who have actually gone through these things in their business. And it's hard for me when I start working with somebody and I'm like, you're so damn brilliant, right? Why are you spending all your time in this place doing these things? So why your organizational skills are blocking your brilliance. So I want to start with 1. The first one is, you have systems that are unorganized in your business, right? And that's a lot of you. You have systems that are unorganized. And it's just because when you started your business, you just started to go, right? You wanted to create the business, you had the idea, you came up with it, and you just had to hustle to make it work. You went and put your website together, you started offering these services, and you started doing all the things in your business, and you were doing it quick so that you can get it up and running, right? The problem with that was you did not stop long enough to actually assess the steps or the strategies or the what it's going to take to get from here to here in your business. So now it's taking like maybe 2 hours to do something that could probably be done in a half an hour, right? Or it's taking you way too much time to get things done because you haven't slowed down long enough, or you haven't stopped long enough to see, okay, maybe I might make this process more efficient, right? Maybe I can make these steps more efficient. You just haven't had the time and space to slow down in that area. So that's part of the reason why I say your organizational skills are blocking your business, because you have systems that are just unorganized, and it's just because you have not had the time to stop and breathe and take a look at the steps of the process in your business. Another one of the reasons why your organizational skills are blocking your brilliance, right? You have your hands in all the things, right? So let me talk about that, because a lot of you have your hands in a whole lot of the things. Even if you have already went out and hired a VA, or if you hired a team, you still are one of those type of people who you're still reaching back, right? You hired them to do the work, but you are still reaching back, and you just basically have your hands in all the things because you feel like nobody else can do the things the way that you've done the things. Let me tell you something about that. Right? Those people who feel like they always have to have their hands in every single thing that's happening in their business. And I'm going to tell you something, right? You have trust issues. One of the things is you have trust issues. And a lot of people might not want to be able to admit that they have trust issues. But let me tell you something. You have trust issues in your business when you hire somebody to do a job, but you don't let them do the job. Right? The other problem is, and it's not only trust issues, the other side of that is you've going back to systems. You did not create a system in your business where when the person came in, you kind of just says, here, these are the systems and this is what I want you to do, and you handed it over to them, right? But like I said, those systems were already unorganized when you handed it over to them. So what are they going to do, right? They're going to take the steps and the processes that you gave to them, and they're going to do the same thing that you did, right? So it makes no sense to hire somebody to just come in and do the same thing that you were doing already, right? A lot of times I like to say I like to help my clients make things more efficient. The whole trust things. A lot of times when somebody wants to come in your business and be like, hey, maybe there's a better way of doing this, it goes back to trusting that person. You don't allow them to do their jobs to make it more efficient because you like this way that it's been done. So you tell them, no, I don't want you to make it more efficient. I don't want to make it faster. I just want you to do the thing that I hired you to do, and I want you to do it in this way. Not realizing that it might be a faster way to do it, right? And especially for those people who are working an hourly at an hourly rate, they don't mind. Right? Are they going to mind that this thing that you gave them to do could take 30 minutes, but it's going to take them an hour because of the steps that you had in your business? They don't mind, right? They're going to take that thing that you said it takes an hour to do, and they're going to take the whole hour to do it just because because you don't want anybody to change the way that you set up this process in your business, right? Some of those things you're going to have to let go. I'm going to tell y'all, you have to let go, and you have to let people to come in and do their jobs, right? Because that's what you hired them for. One more I'm going to give you, and then we're going to roll into how you can change that. Another one is you're spending time doing all the things, which is things that we've just talked about. You're spending time doing all the things in all the places, so you have no time to plan. You have no time to strategize. You have no time to come up with new things. You basically have no brain space to come up with new things in your business because you're doing all the things that you're not supposed to be doing, or you're spending so much time in places where you're not supposed to be spending time. So let me tell you what happens when that happens, right? Not having good organizational skills, it's costing you time, it's costing you money, and it's costing you mental headspace. I'm going to say it again for my brilliant people out there, because I know you are brilliant, right? Your lack of organizational skills in your business is costing you time, it's costing you money, and it's costing you mental headspace. So now I'm going to get into really quick how you can actually try to start solving some of these problems in your business. Because you're brilliant. Like I said, you built a business from nothing, right? You created the business to come to the place that it is now, where it's a 6 or 7 figure businesses. You're serving all these clients. Like, that's the brilliance that is you. But at some point, when you reach that plateau, like I said, or you reach that point where your income is capped off, or you just don't have the time, or you just don't have the ideas, or you just don't have the spirit to come into your business, That means it's time for something different. That means it's time to get some things together. That means it's time to organize some things. I'm going to give you four things that you need to do, or you can start doing today to help you get back to organization in your business, right? Number one, you need to start setting up systems. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, both of you. You need to start setting up systems. Some of you don't like to hear that when somebody comes into your business. Like, they look at what you have in place today and they be like, you do not have the systems in your business. You need to build that foundation, right? And some of you are like, well, my business is like 5 years in. Why do I need to build a foundation? I already know that this works. Guess what? If it was working, you would have been on your way to 7 and 8 and 9 figures, right? You would have been on your way to more money in your business if you had already set that foundation in place. But now you're at a place where you're stopped right here because that foundation isn't in place, right? Take the time to actually start building systems and start building a foundation in your business, right? Number 2, start tracking your time. Track your time, because if you're in a place now where you are spending time doing all the wrong things, you don't have the time to do the things that you need to do. You need to start tracking your time. So maybe if it's just a week, maybe it's 2 weeks, but you need to take a look at the things that you are doing every day and then start paying attention to that, right? Evaluate where you're spending your time. Evaluate where you're spending your time. And then actually take a look and be like, okay, is this where I really want to be spending my time? And if your answer is no, this isn't where you want to be spending your time, a couple of things that you can do, right? Hand those things over or delegate those tasks to the people that you hired already to do the job. And if you have not hired somebody to help you in your business, yes, go out there and find somebody to help you in your business so you can delegate those things to them, right? The other thing, and this is part of what I did, there's a blog post on time management that I did last month that I'll link in the description. There are a couple things that you can do when it comes to those kind of time management things, right? The other thing is you can delete the task, like get rid of the task. It's something that probably you no longer need to do in your business, especially if you're in a very different space of your business than you were when you started it to now. Maybe there are some things that you can eliminate, some tasks that you no longer need to do, right? So I forgot what the 4 Ds are. The 4 Ds are like delete, delegate, defer, and do. I'm going to drop that link to that time management skills in the description. But that's what you can do with your time. You need to start managing your time better, right? The next thing, reduce the amount of time that you're spending on social media. And you're like, what? Here's what I mean when I say to reduce the amount of time that you're spending on social media, right? A lot of you are out here, every time there's some new trend on IG Reels, what's the other one, TikTok, every time one of those things drop, you're out here doing all the dance moves, adding your voice and your music and all the other stuff, and you're just out here doing the thing on IG Reels and TikTok. That's the new thing now, right? Do you really have time to be doing that in your business when you're not even doing the things that you want to, or you are stuck at this plateau, or you cannot get past a certain income level in your business? Do you really have time to be on social media doing those things? Right? Do you want to be doing those things? That's the other question, right? That's the real question. Do you want to be doing those things, or are you doing those things because it's the trendy new thing to do? And then here's the other side of that, because a lot of you are doing it because it's the trendy thing to do. But here's the thing. If, for example, you do something and it really goes viral, like it goes viral, hundreds of thousands of people see it, all these people are now flocking to your website, all these people are now coming into your business and they're getting interested. But guess what? If you don't have the systems in place, right? If you don't have the time to service all these new people that are coming in, going back to the 2 things that I just mentioned before, it doesn't matter if you go viral, right? It doesn't matter if you create some spectacular video on TikTok or IG Reels. It doesn't matter, because when those people start coming in, they're going to be like, wait, hold up. That was a nice IG Reel, right? That was a nice TikTok. But now that I'm coming into her business and I'm looking at this stuff, it's like, she don't got her stuff together, right? You do not want to do that, right? You do not want to go viral on all these things, different things that you're doing on social media, and you bring all these people that are coming to flock your business, and it's like, yeah, she don't got her stuff all the way together. So I'm going to go find somebody else now. I'm going to watch somebody else's TikTok. I'm going to watch somebody else's IG Reel, because I tried this business that I liked on TikTok or IG, and they don't got their stuff together. So that's what I say when I mean, reduce the amount of time that you're spending on social media. Now, last thing. Come back for the rest of the Mondays in March. That's the last advice. Come back for the rest of the Mondays in March. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to talk about for the rest of this Boss Up Your Organizational Skills series. So for the rest of the Boss Up Your Organizational Skills series, I'm talking about organizing your cash flow system, organizing your time management or your project management system, and organizing your social media systems. And when I say systems, I'm talking about, the flow and the process in your business. I'm not talking so much about the applications and the tools, because sometimes people use the word systems interchangeably. So for the rest of March, every Monday, I'm going to be talking about a new topic. On the 14th, it's about cash flow systems. On the 21st, it's about time or project management systems. And on the 20th, it's social media systems. Now, when I say, because a lot of you are like, well, I don't need a project management system because I don't have real projects in my business, or it's just me and a couple people. I really don't need a project management system. Sometimes the project that's in your business is you. I'm saying it again. Sometimes the project in your business is you. Because that's why I say you have to go and manage your time better. You have to figure out what it is that you're spending your time on and what you don't need to be spending your time on. So when I say project management system, don't just run and be like, I might not watch that one because I don't really have like these huge projects in my business. Yeah, you probably need to come and watch it anyway, because I'm not just talking about those of you who have like big launches, or you're launching a new product or service. I'm also talking about how you can manage your time better, not just projects, when I'm talking about time and project management, okay? So, rest of the Mondays in March, make sure you come back and watch the rest of the Boss Up Your Organizational Skills series. I hope that you learned something in this series today. There was something that you could take away. If there is a topic that you want to discuss in a future Boss Up series, you can always leave me a comment, drop me a DM, or drop a comment below, and I'm always looking at these posts for future Boss Up series. So that's it. That's it for today. I'm ready for you to boss up your organizational skills, and I'm ready for you to join me for the rest of the month of March. Every Mondays, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I think that's probably the best time that I can do it for this month. So we'll see how it works out. I might do a different one in the next quarter when I do a new Boss Up series topic. Alright, so I'll talk to you guys soon. And we always have to do it one time for the bosses. Boss up and change your business. Alright.